Hey there, friends. Happy Tuesday. I forgot what day it was. I know what day it is. Happy Tuesday. It is Craft and Chat Tuesday. This is Lisa with Hand Stamped with Lisa Pretto. Thanks for joining me, friends. Yeah, I have a fun little project for us today. Fun little project. So it's one of those, like, I feel like once you get a basic card sketch down, so many things open up. Like once you figure out, oh, if I score here and here, that's how I can put that together. So this is kind of a variation on one of my true loves of card sketches. So I'm going to share that with you today. I also have a little sneak peek for you, so you know that we are doing the Silly Old Bear Craft Along. Some of my Stampin' friends and me got together and we designed a stamp craft along retreat. And so it's 12 projects featuring the Winnie the Pooh, the silly old bear. So I thought I would give you a little sneaky peeky of that one of the cards that I made for this. You guys ready? Let me turn this around and I will show you. So this is one of the 12 projects that we are doing in our Silly Old Bear Craft Along. You get a full package of the designer series paper. You get a full roll of ribbon, you get a package of embellishments, you get a full color PDF, you get a video tutorial where you can craft along with me for 4 days in a row or make 3 projects every day. Can't join live? You're going to get it on replay. So that'll be really, really fun. We have a special little gift for everyone and some other little surprises you'll find in your goodie box. But I wanted to show you this. First off, I mean, look at how cute that little Winnie the Pooh is. I mean, how can you not love Winnie the Pooh? And then when you open it up, ta-da! There is the perfect spot for a little gift card. You deserve a little treat. Hello, we do all deserve a little treat. Not wrong, right? So isn't that so cute? So it's $69 for the full shebang for everything that I listed. So it's gonna be really, really fun. Registration's gonna end this weekend. So if you are still waiting to get signed up, now is the time, because we're gonna have to stay up late and get all that paper, because I have a feeling it's going to go really, really fast. So we have a 1 a.m. wake up. You know it's serious if I'm getting up at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. wake up to make sure that we get all of the things that we need for that particular project. So super excited about that. I did get out and get my planting done today. I'm very excited about that, but I have discovered something at the ripe old age of just shy by a couple days of 61. Can no longer lift a 30-pound bag of potting soil, and that was a little humbling today. I did give myself a little tweak in the back. So I'm like, all right, I gotta get back in the gym. I need to be able to do that. I don't want to be a wimp as I get older. So that was my little come to Jesus moment. Lisa, you're 61. If you don't get in the gym on the regular, it's all falling apart, people. It's all falling apart. All right, let me show you the project that we're going to do today. So I'm very excited about it. It is a little sneak peek of one of our, from the, some of the product that will launch in May. So it is the, I'm using the Scalloped Blooms dies, and then I'm using the Scalloped Blooms greeting set. Surprise, surprise, they are made to go together. So really beautiful. So you can see here you've got all of these beautiful fonts made to work together, some for the inside of a card, some for the card front. You can mix and match. I love that. Now here's the thing. I'm going to open this up because you're going to be like, what? So you can see there are all of these beautiful nesting scallops in here. Then you have a long one that has just a scallop on the end, one that has a scallop all along. All of these fun little images, super cute. But wait till you open this, because if you don't have this in your hot little hands, you are going to be surprised. Look at how big these are. Oh my word. I've already got my brain is already thinking about what I'm going to do with some of these bigger ones to do like a fold over card, something that opens. Super cute. And if you scrapbook, obviously those are a must, but aren't those so amazing? And then you've got these little circles you can put inside. So very, very nice. I was just shocked when I saw the size of those, and I love it. Don't have anything like that in our repertoire. So these are the sets that we're going to use. And then I want to show you the designer series paper that we're using. Where did I put it? Put it under here. Okay, so this is also something new that will be launching next week. And so this paper is the Bloom Boutique. And so it has all of our new InColors in it. It's not the InColor, it's not your like Regal's paper, whatever. It's the Bloom Boutique. It has the Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Peaceful Pine. So let me show you a little bit about what this looks like, because it is so beautiful. It also lists the color gold. So you are going to get some gold in here. And so if I turn that over, can you see that little gold in the paper? Isn't that so pretty? And so we've got these that are Crisp Cantaloupe, but when we turn that over, we are definitely getting some golden glow in there. So that is just beautiful. Hydrangea Hue, everyone's best friend, right? And I use this one already. And then when you tip it over, you've got actually Peaceful Pine and Crisp Cantaloupe floral on the back with those gold flowers. Stunning. This is our Peaceful Pine, and it's got little dips of Crisp Cantaloupe on the inside of those flowers. And then when we look at that, oh, so all Hydrangea Hue on the back with a little bit of that gold in the paper. Here is another beautiful Hydrangea Hue. They knew you guys were all gonna love this one, right? So pretty, great images. And then on the back, we have Crisp Cantaloupe and Peaceful Pine, really beautiful floral. And then look at that. Oh, those little scallops to go along with it. That is in Peaceful Pine. And when we tip it over, we have Hydrangea Hue and Peaceful Pine with those little gold dots in there. And then we have the Crisp Cantaloupe in that really fun little dotty. I don't even know what you call it, scattered dots. And then look on the back. I mean, look at how sweet this paper is. It is so beautiful. So this is one I highly recommend, particularly if you are adding, well, of course you're adding the new InColors. You're definitely going to want those. So that is a really lovely designer series paper. And again, it is Bloom Boutique, so really good. So let's get into making this sweet card that I have for you. So let me show you what we're going to work with for pieces here. So we are going to start with a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 Hydrangea Hue, and we are going to use our cutter. Now, I just do need to say that as I was practicing this today, and I usually film a little reel that I can put on Instagram, I made the mistake. I made a mistake and I cut my paper instead of scoring it. So always make sure, don't be me. Don't be me. So we are going to score this at 2 1/8. And then we're just going to flip that girl around and score it at 2 1/8 on the other side. And we're going to do this because we're just going to create that really simple fold, right? So when we fold this in and get our bone folder out, it just creates that really nice, I call this a gatefold. Is that what you guys call it? But really simple gatefold. So that is where we start with this card. So I have 2 pieces of that lovely Hydrangea Hue that, oh, it's so pretty. So this is going to measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And we're just going to come in and add our adhesive to the back of that. So one of the things I did planted in my garden today was dahlias. I love dahlias. For those who garden, I know dahlias are just so pretty. They're a bulb, but they do not overwinter here. And so people are like, oh, well, sometimes you can get them to overwinter. You got to like dig them up and hang them upside down and put them here. And I was like, oh, no, too hard, but I do love a pretty dahlia. So that is going to be the base of that. Inside, we're going to put a piece of basic white that measures 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to put that on the inside because we are going to make the inside pretty today, because this stamp set is made for that, right? It is made specifically for that use. So that is what we have right there. So we're going to put this piece aside, and we're going to grab 2 other pieces. This is from that same designer series paper. This is a piece of Peaceful Pine. And so the Peaceful Pine is going to measure 3 3/4 by 5, 3 3/4 by 5, and our designer series paper is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. So it's just is a really easy way to get these to lay nestled on top of each other. This is just like so, it feels so old-timey to me. Like it's just such a beautiful vintage look. So this is the easiest way I have come up with to make this, is put this on here, and now we're going to cut it. which I know seems like counterproductive, but that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to put this in, and I want it to be a little bit off, so we are going to go 3. So we're going to go 3 inches in, and we're going to cut this whole piece now that I've layered it together. I just think it's the easiest way to do it in terms of our card. So layered it and then did that. Then we're going to come back over here and we are going to start adhering this. So this one is going to go up here and this one is going to go down here. And so you can see we've layered it so that we can see that little bit of hydrangea underneath it. And we don't want these to be quite touching. So it would go something like this. Now, if we just adhere them, the card's never going to open, right? So we have to know that we're going to adhere. I'm going to turn this and we need to adhere just this side of this one. And then we'll come back and put that on. And then we're going to come and we're going to adhere just this side to the other flap. And we're going to adhere that on. All right, so this is how it opens, which I think it's just that one little extra step. Like normally if I'm doing a gatefold like this, I'll put it on just one side, but I don't oftentimes do both sides. And so I thought that was really, really fun. And how easy is that? Super, super easy. So for the focal point, I went ahead and punched out 2 of those scallops, one in basic white, one in our beautiful Hydrangea Hue. And I am going with the Peaceful Pine ink pad, singular pad. And so we're going to go ahead and stamp. This says thank you. We're going to go ahead and stamp that right in the middle there. All right. So we'll just set that off to the side because we are going to use that guy again. But let me show you how we're going to create this pretty little embellishment here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my snail and I'm just going to do, or my adhesive, a strip around the front. And how far do I want to go? I'm just going to take it right here. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here. Now the reason I'm doing that, this is because with this scallop, it's just not going to lay perfect. It's not going to lay perfectly on one of those scallops. And so we just want it to stay enough. So there we go. That will be perfect so that we can play with it and it's not going to slip slide around. So we've got that with our Peaceful Pine ribbon. This is such good ribbon to play with. It's got that little bit of strengthening at the end where so the middle looks woven and then the ends look satiny. Just really, really nice. And so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my twine here and give this guy just a little knot to hold this on. I will tell you that when I've been stamping a long time, right? And I do remember doing this, but when I went to the Stampin' Up! Conference this spring, I was like, everyone was doing this to their cards. So it's kind of like what comes around goes around, right? Like everything comes back in vogue and back in style and everything. So I was like, I haven't seen that in forever. And it's such a cute little way to add on some ribbon to a card front, don't you think? I thought that was just so cute. So we'll trim this guy down just a wee bit. There we go. All right, so we have that, and we're going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on that sweet scallop. So let me see here. Ooh, new sheet of dimensionals. These are the things that excite me these days, right? Love a new sheet of dimensionals. So let's go ahead and put those dimensionals on, and then this fits. So I mean, this nestled in there, just that is just so sweet. I mean, I think those scallop circles are going to be a big, big win. There's just, like I said, there's something that we don't have. And so we're going to go ahead and put it right on that top one. Now, when I made this the first time, I will tell you, let me show you what I had the first time. The first time, I cut them the same, and then I overlapped this, and it was okay because it opened all right, but putting it back together was a little bit of a stinker. You can see. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I love the card. I didn't like that part of it. So this time I was like, well, let's just cut it a little bit bigger on the top. And then we don't have to worry about all of those things not going back together so well. So that is why we practice things. You know that if I just got on here and was trying to wing it, it would be it would not be pretty. It would just not be pretty. So we're going to put that guy right there. Isn't that so cute? It was probably a little off center. I'm going to call that good. We're calling that good. We're calling that good. And then, have you seen these? These are the InColors, but they're little butterflies. Oh, be still my heart. They are so, so cute. So we're just going to go ahead and put, and they have different sizes of butterflies on here. And so we're going to put the 2 green ones in the front. So sweet. And then we're going to open it up and we're going to go ahead and put a greeting. Like I said, this particular stamp set is really designed to give you something for the inside on each of your cards when you use a sentiment on the outside. And so you could definitely do it the opposite way depending on what you want your card to look like on the what your card layout is. So your kindness, I mean, look at how beautiful that is. Oh, that is just a good font, my friends. That is a good font. And so we're going to come in and I'm going to pick a little bit of a different color. We're going to go with these beautiful golden glow ones and put that up there. And that is our card for the day. Look at how cute that turned out. We don't have to worry about finagling it. I mean, I like this. I like that overlap. But I don't know. It opens really well, but it just closes a little bit of a stinker. So I'd like to know what you think. I'd like to know, do you think this one is worth the chaos of opening and closing? Or are we more, which one do we like better? I think from a layout standpoint, this one is better. So you're going to have to play around with it. See what you think. See what you think. Give it a go and see what you love to do with that. So again, that paper, so good. It has all of your InColors, really beautiful, vintagey, I think that's the word, or maybe I just made it up, designs. So I think that is really fun. I love that bundle, those scalloped wishes. I just think those scallops, something that we don't have at all. You'll use those on every project, and that greeting, so good, so good. So that is what I have for you. Don't forget, you have only through the weekend to sign up for our craft along with the silly old bear. It's so cute. It's so fun. I'm so excited about it because we'll need to order those ASAP before they go out of stock, right? So that is what I have for you guys today for our craft and chat. I hope that you had a really great start to your week. I'm happy that you're here with me. So tomorrow, remember, we will drop in a new sketch and sketch inspiration. And so if you play along with that, you just use the sketch as an example, make a card with it. Email it to me at handstampedwithlisa@gmail.com, handstampedwithlisa@gmail.com. And you'll be entered to win some Happy Mail. I've been sending out some really fun things this week. So very, very fun for that. So you've got that. You've got Silly Old Bear Craft Along, final sign. And then I'm going to be launching our May Pretty Paper Party, which is going to be really, really fun with our new designer series paper. I haven't revealed it yet. You'll see it coming. You'll see it next Monday. You'll see it next Monday. So that'll be really fun because then we will open up registration for that class at that point. So my friends, have a great day. Make it a good one. See you soon.